Yes, yes, yes. What's going on, people? Welcome back to another show. Jay Socials here in the building. How's everyone doing today? Hope everyone had a good weekend. I'm having a good weekend so far. Been a crazy weekend in terms of games, just because the games are kind of stretched out throughout the week because of FA Cup games as well. So let's get started, guys. Obviously, this is the Manchester United versus Burnley post-match review. Excited again. Obviously, it hasn't been. It's not every time that I come on here that I'm buzzing. I'm excited. I'm optimistic. I'm positive. Whatever adjective you want to put on there, I'm buzzing right now. So let's just get started, man. Obviously, the game started. We know, as usual, Manchester United always starting slow. We can never seem to be the team that takes the game to the opposition. We always have to start slow. Either we concede a goal. We got lucky today with the first 30 seconds of the game. The Henderson mistake. I don't know what he was doing. Completely missed the ball. But luckily, the Burnley player was offside, so that kind of saved us a bit with VAR. And first half was absolutely poor. Like it was the halftime, and I was like, "What really happened in this game?" But just like similar to the Tottenham game, we stepped it up a notch. Ole, credit to Ole, he made a few changes right after the half. He took off Fred. I think Fred was on the yellow. Honestly, I would have rather seen McTominay come off over Fred, but you know what? We gotta live with it. We gotta live with the Ole favorites. First of all, before I even dive into the Fred substitute, a game against Burnley, it's why does Ole go with a McFred pivot? Why are you going to McFred pivot during like when we're trying to play a low block? This is a game whereby Donny van de Beek could have started this game, you know, put McTominay on the bench, try it with Donny van de Beek from the start of the game. Go for it. Go for it. But anyways, guys, like I said, this is positivity right here. You know, um, I've blamed Ole enough this season. This is his time. He deserves credit for the results that we've been getting, not just the results, but the in-game changes that we've made so far, and also just the results that we've been getting and performances. So, yeah, obviously, second half happens. Ole makes the tactical changes that he needed to make by taking Fred off and bringing on Cavani. Cavani has been on absolutely tremendous form ever since returning from an injury. So it's just great to see that we have a number nine. His movement is impeccable in the box. That's something that they got to work on in training, because when you see the replays and you kind of watch, the highlights, you kind of see Cavani's movements, but we don't have the midfielders or the players to make those passes at the right time. And a lot of times you see Cavani making those sharp runs like a number nine would, but he's not getting the ball. So Ole needs to replay these games, replay these tapes to these players, so that way they can see the mistakes that are being made, so that way we're not waiting till the 70th minute, the 80th minute to score goals or to blow a team out. We can actually start winning games in the first half if the team can look at the games, go back in the games that we played, review it, study it, learn people's movements, because I feel that that's what we're lacking as a team. We have the chemistry in terms of everyone's in good vibes, everyone's friends, but we need to have that chemistry on the pitch in terms of knowing what's going to happen. Like, you look at Man City, that KDB's, once he gets in the ball, Sterling is on the far post. Like, when you watch different teams, they know where each player is going to be. And I feel with Manchester United, we still don't quite know each player's strengths, and that's something that Ole needs to work on if he's going to be getting that contract extension. But yeah, let's get it started, man. Obviously, the first goal, Bruno, Bruno did really well today as well. The dummy assist, looks like he took that from Donny, but that was just class. The way he just let the ball roll. Greenwood got his first goal. It's just really amazing. And Speaking of Rashford, I was very critical of Rashford in the first half. I'm like, you know what, maybe Rashford should come off, but he stepped his game up in the second half, and he was pushing and pushing and pushing. The left hand side between him and Shaw, they were dictating the game, and I like to see that from Rashford. I hope he gets some rest. I hope he comes back stronger. I feel like he still has a knock. I'm not sure quite yet. He doesn't look 100% fit, and I hope that he gets to that 100% fitness, because I think Rashford will be very important to us, not just this season but next season, and I'm sure the British fans out there, you probably want to see him do well for England too. So, yeah, but I think Rashford was unlucky. I think it was the right time for him to come off and bring on Van der Beek, which, happy birthday to Donny. I think Ole should have just started Donny in this game. I still can't get over why Ole would not just take a risk and just start Donny. This McFred pivot thing, he needs to get away from it, man. He's addicted to it. Whatever he needs to do to just like get himself used to just playing with one CDM in certain games. I think Ole will go. This team will go a long way if we stop relying on the McFred pivot every single game, guys. But yeah, man, Greenwood. Once again, man, Greenwood 2 goals. 2 goals. I've been saying this in the past recordings that Greenwood has honestly been our most proactive uh, forward in the last since the calendar year. Rashford has been getting his goals. Don't get me wrong. Cavani's been injured. Martial has just been out of form all season. So I think Greenwood has been the one striker that has been trying, and today he got his goals midweek, and again today as well. So kudos to him. I'm really happy to see him step up, and he's really showing that he's learning from Cavani. He's really showing that he can step up to that plate to be Manchester United's future number 9. Will he ever be, like the Van Nistelrooy as a sole number 9? We don't know that yet. I think he has to be given that opportunity first. But from what we can see, his movement on the ball, on and off the ball, his determination. Every time he gets the ball, he's always looking for the goal. He's showing traits of a true number 9. So that's something that's really great to see. That once, like I said, Cavani came on, 3 goals in 3 games. You can't fault this kid. Guys, let me know what your thoughts are. Like, do you want Cavani to extend his contract? Would you be okay if Cavani extended his contract for 1 more year? For me, I don't really know, man. I know he's doing well right now, but I think we can use that money elsewhere. We can use that money to get a striker that has a bit of that is developed in their prime. I think Manchester United, we need a number 9 that's in their prime. I think we don't really have a true number 9. Cavani's past his prime. Greenwood is still developing. He's still got years to develop. You've got Martial, which, some might argue that he's a number 9. Some might argue that he's a winger. We've got Rashford, very similar player to Martial. Not really a winger. I mean, he's a winger, not really a number 9. So I think a club like Manchester United, as big as we are, we need a solidified number 9. We need a household number 9 that is globally renowned. He's threatening, like clubs around Europe want to get his sign-in. So that's the kind of levels that we need to go. But if we know the board, we know the club, we know they're not really going to invest in the summer. So if that's the case, then I'm all good for Cavani staying. I'm all good for Cavani staying 1 extra season, as long as he doesn't have too many injuries and knocks, because that's another thing is we get all these players and they miss half the season due to injuries. So, but anyways, guys, lovely play for the 3rd goal. That's what we do. That's what United does best. You give us space and we kill teams. 5 wins, 5 wins in a row. Right now we are 8 points behind Manchester City, with a game in hand. So if we actually do win that game in hand, we'll actually be 5 points behind Man City. So I'm not gassing this up, guys. I know we did that at Christmas. Everybody was gassed up, thought that we were, 21 was coming. But you know what? But there is still hope. And this team has the one thing that they have is grit, determination, on work ethic. So it's never possible. It's not over till it's over, right, guys? Just like in a 90-minute game, the game is never over till the whistle is blown. And I think that, you know what, we still have a chance to challenge City, but and the reason I say we have a chance is because you look at what just happened to Man City. They got handled by Chelsea just yesterday, and then KDB is out for, I think he's out for the rest of the season. I believe. I haven't really seen much more updates on that, but this could actually be a shift in their season again, whereby KDB's out. Gundogan could step up like he did when KDB was out. We don't know. The Champions League is heated up as well. Obviously, the Dortmund tie was not easy for City. Them facing PSG, that could take something out of their game in the EPL. So who never know? Fingers crossed. You just gotta be hopeful. And but the most important thing is, I believe at this point we are in the Champions League spot just because we're 12 points clear, of out of the top four spot, like in the top four sports. So for me, 12 points clear for Champions League. I think we're in the Champions League at this point. Our focus now is obviously Europa League. See if we can win that trophy, and then see if we can close that gap with City. We got to win every game now. We can't be dropping points anymore. We've got to be really, really focused on what we're trying to do here, guys. But that's really my takeaway, guys. My takeaway is obviously team chemistry. Greenwood is becoming a top striker. I know a lot of people there don't believe that he's on that Phil Foden level, or he's on that Saka level, or he's on that Hudson-Odoi level. I think Greenwood is there. I just feel like he hasn't had the same development as the likes of Phil Foden. But I think with the right management, with the right coaching, and he's got a mentor in Cavani, I think he can be a top striker. So, guys, let me know, man. Do you think Ole should get? Those of you that are watching, I really appreciate it. Do you guys think that Ole should get deserves a contract extension? Um, Especially what we've seen so far. Obviously, we start off game slow, but we've been finishing strong. We've been finishing really strong, and we've been getting. I gotta say, the last two games, we've been getting team goals. I'm talking about team goals, and this is what we've talked about all season is we've been winning games, but we've been scoring individual goals. But in the last couple of games, we're showing character, we're showing some form of system, and we're actually scoring team goals. And if you notice that since we started scoring team goals, Bruno's numbers have kind of reduced because now it's about the team and not just an individual. So that's really great. And Bruno is doing his thing. So yeah, guys. So those are the questions I'm leaving to you guys that are watching. Leave in the comments. Do you think Ola should get a contract extension? Do you think it's still early? Do you feel like he should still win a trophy? In my best opinion, I think he should still win a trophy before we give him an extension. You look at what Tuchel has done at Chelsea. I've been saying it since Tuchel took over. He's changed that squad. He's changed the way they play. He's changed their system, their belief. And look at what they've done. They're in the finals of the FA Cup. They're in the semifinals of the Champions League. Like, you know what I mean? The sky is the limit for Chelsea right now. And that's what happens when you get a quality coach. So yeah, guys, that's my opinion. Do you think Cavani should extend his contract? Please leave a comment on there. And obviously the most important question right now, who do you think your man of the match was? Who was your man of the match? For me, I think everyone played well today. As like I said, on the left-hand side, you had Shaw, you had Greenwood, Shaw and Rashford doing their thing in the second half. But I got to give it to Greenwood. I got to give it to Mason Greenwood. He's been working hard. I'm happy that Ole started giving him a run of games, and we've seen the product of when a coach believes in a player, and when a player gets a good run of games, they will perform. I just hope that Ole can transfer that to Donny as well. Like, Donny needs games. Like, Donny needs to play. Like, it just it aches my soul. It aches my heart, guys. not seeing Donny play. It's just brutal. This was the perfect game for Donny. This was the perfect game for Donny to have probably been right next to Pogba or right next to Fred, just doing their thing. Like, we shouldn't be scared of Burnley. Burnley is one game from securing their EPL spot for next season. Like, these are the teams that we should be coming up against and just playing our best players. Don't worry about the system. Don't worry about the defensive shape. Just go and beat the team. So, guys, man, Ole needs to get out of his head. I don't know if it's just Ole just stuck in his head ever since that loss to Tottenham. People want to give him all the excuses in the book. But, guys, what he's doing to Van de Beek is not right. It is not right. We have such a quality player that is sitting on the bench doing absolutely nothing. So, anyways, guys, that's my rant for today. Big ups. It's been great. Those of you that tuned in, those of you that liked the video, please continue to share, subscribe. Please go on the YouTube channel. Put your comments there. Subscribe to the channel. It really helps the channel grow. And yeah, man, that's it, guys. It's been a satisfying weekend. It's been satisfying. Getting the result. And that's all you could ask for sometimes. That's all you could ask for. And I can't complain. But we'll be back again. Obviously, the Europa League is coming up. We'll be doing a show on La Liga next weekend. We'll also be talking about what's your views on the Super League. I've been hearing a lot of things about the Super League. And, some leagues don't want to sign on to it. Some teams don't want to sign on to it. What do you guys think about the Super League? We're going to be talking about that all next Sunday. The La Liga race is getting hot now in Spain, and then with the Super League as well. So everything is coming to crunch time, almost the end of the season. So leave your thoughts. Please continue to share the videos if you like it. And yeah, guys, that's been it. Stay blessed. Continue enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. Those of you that are still in the C19 hotspots, keep yourselves, stay safe, and continue to be optimistic that we'll get through this. But anyways, guys, it's been fun. Until next time, take care.